Welcome to the Dankest Dungeon, where we play high-power Bracket 3 games of Commander. Today we're going to be playing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards. Yep. Hey, it's Jason, and today I'm going to be playing Donatello and April, a dorkable duo. So of course the plan is going to be as adorkable as possible. And also do a bunch of flicker stuff, abuse some ETB triggers, and hopefully combo out around mid-game using those. That too.
Hey guys, Steve back, home of the single target Cyclonic Rift, and today I'll be playing Leonardo and Raphael. One gives counters, one doubles that damage. I have to supply the tokens.
Hey, I'm Brett, here playing Michelangelo and Donatello. We're going to be doing a bunch of fun +1 counter theme stuff, food theme stuff, and mutagen theme stuff. We'll see which one gets there first.
Hey, it's Matt. I'm here playing Super Shredder, and like a good villain, I'm simply going to try to kill everything else.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Baron of Dice, who offer not only a wide variety of dice for your gaming needs, but also premium TCG accessories, including playmats and deck boxes with unique art and designs that you won't find anywhere else. Be sure to pay them a visit by clicking our affiliate link in the description below, and if you decide to make a purchase, hit them up with the promo code DANK at checkout for 5% off your entire order. For additional savings, be sure to check out their Pro Player Kit bundle options, where the more you buy, the more you save. You know what they say, you've got to spend money to save money, so get on it. Alright everyone, welcome to another game of Magic, this time with turtles. Let's go ahead and roll. I got
Turtle magic.
2.
I also have a 2.
17.
4.
Alright Brent, good job.
I can live with this.
Keeping.
Yeah, I got all my colors.
It says lands and ramp, and not much else, but I'm gonna keep it.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna start with Scalding Tarn. Sack it. We're gonna find some technology.
Wish I could do that.
I will keep that on top, and I will pass the turn.
Draw. Here's a swamp. Here's a Soul Guide Lantern. It's got one target. I have to target it, so it'll be exiled. Pass the turn.
I will draw. I'm gonna play an Ancient Tomb as my first land for turn. It'll tap for... Were you gonna say something?
You've changed the game.
It is a game changer. True. I'm gonna lose 2 life to make 2 mana. Play an Ever-Flowing Chalice on 1. It taps for 1 colorless mana. Later. Go ahead.
No one taps, but I will upkeep and draw. Do a Sparrow's Headquarters as land per turn. That enters tapped. Pass turn, you Brent.
I'll untap, and I will not appreciate that Matt can read my poker face. Tap, draw. I'm gonna play the Soul Ring.
Someday I will get a Soul Ring. That would be cool.
Land for turn will be Rejuvenating Springs. And then I will play Donatello the Brains. If one or more tokens to be created underneath my control, those tokens plus a mutagen token are created instead. And I will pass the turn.
I've got Nurse's Cave. I can get rid of it later to get some other land. We'll see. 2 mana for the Super Shredder. It's a 1/1 menace, but whenever another permanent leaves the battlefield, I put a 1/1 counter on him. Go ahead.
I'm gonna untap and draw. I will play an island for turn. I'm gonna lose 2 more life, pay 3 for Vidalcan Shackles. You may choose not to untap Vidalcan Shackles during your untap step. Pay 2 and tap it, gain control of target creature with power less than or equal to the number of islands you control, for as long as you control Vidalcan Shackles. Go ahead.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Scalding Tarn. I'm gonna crack it to make Matt's commander bigger.
Yay! Super Shredder will grow.
Find Blood Crypt. Ow. Take 2 life, so it comes in untapped. Gyre Sage. It has evolved, so when a creature enters the battlefield under my control, if its creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, I get a +1/+1 counter on it, and it also taps for 1 green for each counter on it. And that'll be all. Pass turn, you Brent.
Island for turn. Play Michelangelo the Heart. Trample. The beginning of my second main phase. If I attack this turn, put a +1 counter on target creature and create a food token. And for 1 mana, Gilded Goose. It has tap, sacrifice a food, add 1 mana any color, 2 in green, create a food token. Also, when it enters, it creates a food token, which will trigger Donatello because I created a token. I'll also create a mutagen token. I will go to combat. We'll attack my 2/4. I think I with the Vidalcan Shackles.
I'll take 2.
Second main, Michelangelo will trigger. I'll put a +1 counter on himself, and I will create another food, which when I create this second food, it'll trigger creating a second mutagen. Sacrifice both mutagens. I don't know why I'm sacrificing my Soul Ring.
Please do.
Not a legal game action. Put a +1 counter on Donatello and another one on Michelangelo. Pass the turn.
I have a Prismatic Vista. I'm going to send it away. Trigger Super Shredder. He's a 3/3. Let's get this one. I'm going to transmute this Shred Memory. I get to search my library for a card with mana value equal to 2 and put it into my hand. I'm going to tutor for a different tutor. The Monarch tutor. This one's a game changer, but I haven't changed it yet because it's still in my hand. I suppose I'll send it Steve just to even it out a little bit. 3. That's it for me. Go ahead.
I'm gonna untap and draw a card. I'm going to play another Pizza Island per turn. 3 mana, losing 2 additional life for Phyrexian Metamorph as a copy of Brent's Soul Ring. And I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play the Zagoth Triumph as land for turn. And you guessed it, past you, Brent.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. 3 mana, Tireless Tracker. Whenever land enters, I investigate. Whenever I sacrifice a clue, I put a +1 counter on this creature. We're gonna play Verdant Catacombs.
Get a clue, Brent.
I get a clue. The clue's telling me I suck. That also creates a mutagen token. I'm gonna fetch. Trigger Matt.
I've been triggered. Oh wait, you sacked 2 mutagens on your turn last
did.
turn? Okay. You take 2 more. My bad.
Breeding Pool enter. I'll have an enter untapped. It'll trigger, creating another clue, creating another mutagen. 3 mana on Terra Symbiosis. Whenever one or more +1 counters are put on a creature I control, I may draw that many cards. Do once each turn. Combat. Matt's open.
Sure.
I'll come in with Mikey.
4?
4.
Taking 4.
Second main, I will put +1 counter on Mikey. I will create a food, which creates a mutagen. And I draw a card. I pass the turn.
He's got a lot of stuff over there, guys.
He does.
And it all kind of like works together in a synergistic way.
Yeah, that's the whole
It's weird how that works, right? I'm gonna play this Marsh Flats, and I'm going to return the favor of Brent. Here's a 6/6 menace.
Take 6.
That's it. Go ahead.
I have to take something at this point. I'm gonna grab Brent's Golden Goose.
Sacrifice food for your Matt. I'm gonna destroy the Dock of Shackles.
That's fine.
You can gain 4 life.
I'm gonna go to my turn then. I'm gonna play an island. I'm gonna lose 2 life to Ancient Tomb. I'm going to Seagate Restoration. This will let me draw 4 cards and have no hand size limit the rest of the game.
Seems good.
Go ahead. That's it.
Just keep slowly dying and make it Shredder bigger. Pop your Mesa.
This is what my hand looks like. It's just pizzas as far as the eye can see.
That's why Mikey's gonna keep coming over there. He loves pizza.
Alright, Stomping Ground is land for turn. Shocked myself. Tapping 4 for Leonardo the Balance. Whenever token I control enters, I put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. I do this only once each turn. And for Wooburg, my creatures gain Menace, Trample, and Lifelink until end of turn. Trigger Evolve on Gyre Sage. We're moving up in the world, boys. Pass turn to you, Brent.
Are you by chance enjoying this video? Consider becoming a member over on our Patreon page. It's the best way to support the channel and help it grow. Don't want to spend any money? Liking, subscribing, and commenting down below all help as well and are totally free. Thanks for watching. Let's get back to the game.
We'll start by going to combat. Jason. Mikey for the pizzas.
How big is he right now?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Second main, create a food, which will create a mutagen, and I put a +1 counter on something. We'll put it on Donatello. Trigger, draw a card. I'm gonna play this Tamio. Whenever she attacks, she investigates. And if I draw my 3rd card in a turn,
She floop.
floop. 4. We're gonna play one of mine and Matt's favorites cards. Clock of Omens.
Ooh.
I tap 2 untap artifacts I control to untap target artifact. Land for turn will be this Academy Ruins. Trigger, make a clue, which creates a mutagen. I will then pass the turn.
End step. I'm gonna fetch. This grows the Shredder.
Shredder is shredded.
I'm gonna get a swamp, and then I'm going to activate Urza's Cave to search my library for land and put it into play. This also grows the Shredder. I have an board. Now everything's a swamp. I'll untap. Land for turn is Cabal Coffers. It's just like we drew it up. I'm going to make 5 mana with Cabal Coffers because I control 5 swamps. I'm gonna use 2 of it for Demonic Tutor. 3 black floating.
The game is different now.
It has changed significantly. I'm gonna find this card. You wanna see some fireworks?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Last Laugh. Whenever a permanent other than Last Laugh is put into a graveyard from play, Last Laugh deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. When there are no creatures in play, sacrifice Last Laugh.
In response, I'm gonna tap Clock of Omens and one of my clues to untap Soul Ring. And I'm gonna tap Soul Ring to sack a clue.
Shredder gets bigger.
Puts a +1 counter on Tireless Tracker, which allows me to trigger,
Draw a card,
draw
yeah.
another card.
Last Laugh good.
Unfortunately,
All right. I'm gonna draw a card with Soul Guide Lantern. Trigger Super Shredder, trigger Last Laugh. Everyone and everything takes a damage. Super Shredder gets a little bigger, and then I'll draw a card. What's the biggest creature?
Shredder.
Apart from that,
we got a 6 toughness.
I'm gonna snuff it out.
No, we're not. I'm gonna tap these 2 clues.
Yep.
To untap Soul Ring, and then a blue and 2 colorless. Hydroelectric Specimen.
Sure. I will snuff out Hydroelectric Specimen. I lose 4 life. Trigger Super Shredder. Trigger Last Laugh. Everything takes a damage. Gilded Goose dies. Shredder gets bigger. Everyone takes a damage. Tamio, Tireless Tracker, and Gyre Sage are all lethal damage now, so it'll trigger 3 more times.
As well as Leonardo.
And then those 2 also die, so that's 2 more. Who do I kill is the question.
Good question.
Sorry, Brent.
Yep.
Take this damage.
20. Yeah, you already hit me before. So
Hit you for 6 before, yep.
Damn, commander damage win. You would have had 1 health left.
Good.
I'm gonna untap and draw. I'll play an island for turn. Then I'm gonna pay 1 blue for High Tide. Islands tap for an additional blue this turn for everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 2, tap this for 2 blue. I'm gonna have 1 floating. Cast Aether Channeler. When this guy comes into play, I can pick one of his modes. I'm gonna return another target non-land permanent to its hand. Shredder.
Yep.
I'll lose 2 life to Ancient Tomb, 1 blue floating. Donnie and April, a Dorkable duo. They are a 3/3. When they enter, I can choose one or both. Target player draws 2 cards. Target player returns an artifact, instant, sorcery from their graveyard to their hand. Each one has to target a different player. I'm just gonna target myself for the draw 2.
Sure.
Pay 2 mana, lose the one that's floating for a Sky Diamond. Taps for a blue, comes into play tapped, and I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Just keep those triomes coming. 3, Champion of Lampholz. Creatures with power less than Champion's power can't block creatures I control. When other creature ETBs, put a +1/+1 counter on Champion. And pass turn, you, Matt.
Land for turn is Witch's Cottage. Taps for colorless. I can pay 2 and tap it to give a commander lifelink until end of turn. I'm going to pay 2. Activate Cabal Coffers, end up with 6 mana. I'll use 2 of it for Super Shredder.
Yep.
He's back. We're going to extract a confession using 2 of my floating mana, collecting evidence 6, exiling Snuff Out and Shred Memory from my graveyard. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If evidence was collected, which it was, they sacrifice the creature with the greatest power among creatures they control instead.
That'll kill my commander.
Trigger Super Shredder, trigger Last Laugh. I will resolve Super Shredder first, and then Last Laugh triggers twice.
I'll lose 2.
Yep.
Last laugh will kill this guy.
Yep.
We'll each lose an additional one.
And Super Shredder will get a little bit bigger. 3 mana to cast Beseech the Queen. Search your library for a card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control, which is 6. Reveal it, put in your hand, shuffle. I'm gonna find the One Ring and put it in my hand. It is also a game changer, but I haven't changed it yet. And then, pass the turn.
I will untap and draw. I will play an island as my land for turn. I'm going to pay 3 mana, 1 blue and 2, for Spell Seeker. This is a 1/1. I can search my library for an instant or sorcery that costs 2 or less.
Sure.
I'm going to grab Hide on the Ceiling. This is an instant. Exile X target artifacts and or creatures. Return the exiled cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. That'll go to my hand. I'm just going to pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Marsh Flats Swamp here.
Sure.
Bred for the hunt. Whenever a creature I control with a +1/+1 counter deals combat damage to a player, I may draw a card. Pass turn, you, Matt.
Land for turn is Ink Moth Nexus. Don't worry about why that's in there. I'm going to pay 2 into Cabal Coffers and make 7 black mana. 4 of it for the One Ring. It does a bunch of things, like change the game. Also, I have protection from everything until my next turn. I'm gonna draw a card. 3 floating mana. I'm gonna cast Boggart Trawler. It's a 3/1 goblin, and when it enters, exile target player's graveyard. I'm gonna target Jason.
My graveyard is gone.
We're gonna go to combat. Send at Steve, just because he's at a higher life total.
Don't take 4.
Pass the turn.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Hide on the Ceiling. X equals 3. Targets will be Spellseeker, Super Shredder, Boggart Trawler.
These guys will all exile. The Last Laugh has laughed its last, I suppose.
Untap and draw. I'm going to play a Pizza as land for turn. 2 mana for a Dowerport Mage. This is a 1/3. Whenever one or more other creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, draw a card. I'm going to lose 2 life, pay 7 mana for my commander, Donnie and April. When they come in, I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. And then I will pass my turn. Beginning my end step,
They all come back.
Spellseeker, Shredder, and Boggart come back.
I'm gonna exile your graveyard.
Exile my graveyard.
Yep.
Sure.
At the end of Jason's turn, I will also anguish on making the One Ring.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm going to search for an instant or sorcery that costs 2 or less.
Why not? Ow. 1 green for Noble Hierarch. 4/5/6. Recast Leonardo.
There he is.
Pass to you, man.
I'm going to grab Pongify.
Land for turn is Buried Ruin. I can pay 2 and tap it, sack it, and get an artifact back from my graveyard, which currently is just Soul Guide Lantern. I'm gonna make about 1 billion mana. I got 8 black mana, 4 of it to make an example. Each opponent separates the creatures they control into 2 piles. For each opponent, I choose one of those piles, and you sacrifice the creatures in that pile. What piles would you like to make?
I would like to Swan Song.
Sure, get a bird. He needs 2 more of the floating for Accursed Marauder. When it enters, each player sacrifices a non-token creature.
I'll let Spellseeker die.
Accursed Marauder's down. That's 3 more counters on the Shredder.
Hey, I've seen this movie before.
Right? Combat time, both of these adjacent.
How big is Boggart?
3/1.
We will. Pongify Super Shredder.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and
Trades these?
throw a Dowerport in the way.
Sure. Second main, Dawn of the Dead. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature gains haste until end of turn. Exile it at end of turn. That's it. Go ahead.
I will untap and draw. I'm gonna play an island. I'm gonna pay 2 mana for Step Through. I'm gonna wizard cycle this to go grab a wizard.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab Naru Meha, Master Wizard.
Yeah, sure. I forgot all of your decks are dual-caster mage decks.
I'll lose 2 life to this. Ghostly Flicker, targeting my commander and this land. I will hold priority. I'm going to pay 4 mana for Naru Meha. Flash 3/3. When Naru Meha enters the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. She's going to come in. She's going to target Ghostly Flicker. The new Ghostly Flicker will go on the stack, target Naru Meha and this untapped land. I'm going to float a blue. She'll come back, and this will come back. Targeting Ghostly Flicker. I'll do that until I have infinite blue mana.
You have infinite blue mana.
And then I'm going to repeat the process, targeting my commander and her.
Sure.
I can draw as many cards as I want. I can return my graveyard to my hand. So I'll grab my cards except for 5, so I have some counterspell backup. And then I will go ahead and make each of you draw your entire decks plus 1 more with my commander.
Yep, you got it.
So in this game, Matt was nice enough to eliminate Brent from the equation, so I was able to just draw a bunch of cards and eventually combo out. Perfect. Hope you all enjoyed that game. Keep an eye out for the rematch coming out next week. See ya. Hey patrons, thanks so much, especially Jacob M, Paul K, Jared R, Andrew S, Thinks MTG, and Jared N. And thank you to the rest of you as well, couldn't do it without you.